Hi, Louise. Welcome. And thank you so much for having this bit of a quick chat with me about the mastermind, the Creative Marketing Mastermind, which you are one of our members. So thank you.
Hi, Edwina. Oh, you're so welcome. Always lovely to chat with you.
Oh, thank you. All right, so let's dive into it. So you're with us with the Creative Marketing Mastermind. Now, this isn't the first program that you've done with me. You've also done my Shakti Roadmap, which is really great.
I
And
have. And I think also before that was through when you were teamed up with Katie Rose in Bhakti Business, was that? And
yeah.
then you were part of that. And then I went on from working with you to do more work with you in the Shakti roadmap.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
amazing. So yeah, I did a couple of sessions in her Bhakti, that's right, in her Bhakti business,
yeah,
a few pre-recorded sessions in there. So and I did that program myself with her too. So
yes, that's right.
yeah, I love that. I love finding all the threads and whatnot. And so we've known each other for quite some time now.
Well, I've probably been, it would probably be a few years then, would it? That I would have to
Yeah.
have been that sort of have been working together and developed a friendship along the way with that
Yeah.
too. Mm.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. That's so great. So that brings me to my next question. Why did you choose to continue to work with me inside the Creative Marketing Mastermind and take it to that next level?
Oh gosh, let me just see if I can be concise about it. You have a real gift for seeing clearly what would be a next step for me, or I might have an idea of where I want to go, but not know the logical steps of how to kind of get there. You're really good at breaking things down and making things I wouldn't have even have thought achievable because you've kind of been there. You're ahead of me there with all your learning, and so you're just really good at breaking it down simply and leading the way.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I've always loved teaching and showing and guiding the way. So I'm glad that you said that. That's exactly what I
Yeah.
wanted for the mastermind to be able to give some guidance around next steps because that's always like such a big stumbling step for women in business and starting out online and wanting to launch and do things. It's sometimes like, oh, what is that next step? And then that can often lead to procrastination, which leads to inaction. And that's what I've seen a lot in the women that I've worked with. And so the mastermind was developed to help women get that next step and that next level for sure. Um,
It really works. And also, those technical steps, which I don't have the ability there, but you show me either the program or the way that you go about doing it, and you break it down in simple steps so it's not so big and overwhelming to get that technical aspect of things.
yeah, yeah, the tech can be really overwhelming, can't it?
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you're not used to it and if you don't have like a techie head. And I was just reflecting, which you'll see some of my emails come out and socials about my journey in business and how my first experience of getting sort of thrown into the tech world was building my own website back in the day on Weebly. And remembering that, I was like, far out. So I really put myself in your position and other people's positions where it's like the very first time you're confronted with this like thing on the computer and it's like, do I click here? Do I move this? And how do I get a photo in there? And how do I actually type text? So it can feel a bit, yeah, I get it. I really put myself back there today in that position. It was good.
Yeah.
Really, really good. So
Mm.
what can I ask you now, Lou, what are some of the tangible results that you think that you've achieved, that you can see that you've achieved in like we're nearly in the end of the second quarter, so we're about halfway through the 12-month mastermind immersion. So
Wow.
what's some of the, I know, can you believe it?
No.
It feels like it's funny, it feels like we've been working together for a long, like forever we've been in this container, but it also feels really short. It's that weird
Yeah,
time, it's that
yeah.
time thing. But yeah, some examples, like I know you've just launched and run your community cleanse, which was one of your goals to build in the mastermind. How did that go?
The cleanse went really, really well. So I had very done, as you called it, a soft launch for my first cleanse last year. I was a bit nervous. Just I'm have the type of personality where I'll just dip my toe in the water to see how it feels. So I did it very quietly, and it was a small group, and I personally knew everyone in my group. And then, and that was before joining the mastermind. So that, yes, I came in with that goal of needing support and to grow that. So tangible result, you helped me build a sales page because I played with that and it was okay, but you added some more clarity definitely to that and made it really concise and clear, helped me work out some offers because my offers were a little bit too confusing, too overwhelming for people. Just you helped me to nail it down, to find the offers so people could make a clear choice, this or this. I more than doubled the amount of people that I had in the program, and I think I can still grow this. So I felt really comfortable with that. Um, and then you helped me also with guidance on launch, which I know I still have to practice because we get better at it with practice. A launch sequence when a program or something that you've got is coming up. So helping to work on the emails that would
Yeah.
call the people in that you need. So helping to get clarity. So I'll still work on those some more with my next cleanse at the end of the year.
Yeah.
You also helped me um, get ideas of what to work to next, but perhaps I'll leave that from this question. Um, that might be enough for that question for now.
Yeah. So good.
Yeah.
More than doubled. Here I was thinking we just doubled it, but you more than doubled it, which is
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think you said as well that you've got someone's already re-signed for spring.
They have one bought the bundle and another one has is signing up for spring who didn't buy the bundle to start off with, but then got the experience of it and thought, oh, this is so much more than what I thought it was.
Mm.
So I think now I need to capture that I was chatting with another one of the ladies too yesterday saying, oh, it's so much more than just watching what you eat and being careful for 10 days. I didn't expect to be so calm, clear, concise with how I was feeling and to really notice
Mm.
the signals that my body was giving me rather than being overwhelmed in my mind. So they
Mm.
weren't realizing the overall effect that a cleanse would have. So yes, definite interest for spring later
So,
on in the
so
year.
good. And so much, so much goodness comes out of that for you for future growth and future messaging and sales pages and testimonials and all the things
Yeah.
moving forward, which is really exciting. So you not only gain like more than double of the people through the cleanse, the masterminds in my mind, the cleanse, you've also gained all that insight from running it and doing it with more intention and more strategically.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, I've paid my way towards paying you off as well too for stepping into the mastermind, you know. I'll
Yeah.
have more than done that by the time I run another cleanse at the end of the year. And who knows what else there is to work on for the rest of the time that we've got together too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. So great. And now, what are some of the things that are not necessarily tangible? The those things that we can't really measure, but you've felt that shift.
I guess I'm getting more confident in finding my voice, in finding a creative voice as well too. Um, so I guess just that's just playing with getting my messaging across in different ways and with you in different exercises that we might do, different writing exercises and so on, dropping into different prompts or contemplations that you might have given us. So that just opens up a bit of a creative aspect, I think, in how we might present our our work within emails or in social media content, um, which helps build our communities,
Mm.
really, with them getting to know us on different levels.
Yeah, I love that. I love that it's opened up some creativity and get you thinking about things
Yeah,
because we can get so bogged down in what we think how we should be in business and we should be professional, we should be this, and we kind of lose our essence. Whereas now in marketing, that is so important because people are craving realness and connection with all this
yeah.
AI and fake stuff going on everywhere. People crave that, and that's how we get to it. And that's one of my favorite parts about the mastermind is our creativity exercises. I love them.
Because they're fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes business fun, makes work
Yes.
fun. And
Yeah.
we've got to be having fun. If we're not having fun, it gets really stressful. It's just, yeah, that's when we start to get too much in our head. But when we're having fun and we're in our bodies and we're, in our energy, it just, yeah, it makes a
We
big
get
difference.
we get more flow, don't we, with what we're wanting. The creativity just flows of how we can get messages out rather than being a bit rigid, I guess.
Yeah, rather
Mm.
than sharing like an infomercial or an infographic or
True.
something,
Yeah.
as opposed to actually really connecting with people.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, I love that. I'm so glad that you're loving that. Um, so one more question. Um, the how would you describe, okay, so this is something that I love about the mastermind is I do love our opportunities to catch up one-to-one, so our one-to-one sessions.
Yeah.
But I'd like to know your thoughts on that aspect of the mastermind. How have you experienced that one-to-one being included in the mastermind?
Oh, that's really important, I think. And I think we do that each quarter too, don't we?
Yeah,
So it just really helps refine where I am, where I might be stuck, where
yeah,
I might just be needing that next step where I'm not quite sure how to take it, perhaps. That in the group we might not have as much time to go over. Um, and you actually will come in and really help me with that if it's whether it's technical or looking at creating another program, what a next logical step is for me. So they're really invaluable, the one-to-one.
yeah, great. I love that. And what would you say? One more question, and then you can just, if I've forgotten anything or if there's anything else you want to share, you can jump in.
Mm.
But what would you say would be, out of all the sessions, that we have in the mastermind, what would be one of your favorite or most valuable sessions that you love?
Oh,
The co-working, the hot seat coaching, we've got the master classes. Um, yeah,
it's tricky because I kind of like them all because we're really good at supporting one another because you've created community with us.
mm,
So when we're co-working and you've given us a little bit of a task, and then we've got some music on and we're all just sitting there quietly working on a project, which we might just keep putting off
yeah,
till when we've got the space or when we've created the space or so. But that just really helps us to get something done. Um, and then we might be going over a theme that you've got in another what's it you might have a particular theme, not co-working. I can't think now of a theme offhand, but
like email writing,
email writing, for instance, I love that too. I really enjoy writing, but sometimes I can get a bit stuck of, okay, so what should I send an email on? Gosh. Um, and you give us fun sort of ideas of what to do. And then once I get going, when you sat in class at school and they said, right, you've got this, you've got half an hour to write, so many 100 words of an
yeah,
essay, and you've got no theme, nothing. And you go, oh gosh, you go completely blank, but you might give us fun little ideas to then just build on that.
yeah,
Um, so I think there's value in all of the different types of approaches that you work with.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
great. Great. I love that. It's so good to hear. Um, and finally, is there anything else that you'd like to add about the mastermind that you think would help others understand it a bit more or make that decision to come on and join us?
Um, Look, let me see. We've only got so much energy and so much time in our life to be like, if we're a yoga teacher, for instance, or a massage therapist, or there's only so many people you can massage, so many people, classes you can teach, before exhausting yourself. So
Mm,
I think just if to help yourself take the next step to really refine what it is you're offering, to grow on the knowledge that you've had. Because if you've put all the work in for your study, to do your courses and things of whatever your modality is, but then how do you make it your particular niche? Like we've all got our own voice. And
mm,
I think, Edwina, you're so good at helping people find their voice, um, and helping to grow their little niche. So, and it just helps you stand out as well, I feel.
mm.
Um, yeah, I can't think. I think,
Yeah.
how does that sound?
Sounds good. I
Yeah.
love that. And, you are such a testament to that because you're an Ayurvedic massage therapist and practitioner. You're a yoga teacher, yoga therapist. You work a lot in person. Like that would be the bulk of your business, wouldn't it? Would be your in-person
Yes.
clinic. Yeah.
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 Yes.
So you know that burnout and you can only have so
Oh
much
gosh, do I
capacity.
ever? Yeah.
And that's why we are building this community cleanse for you so you can generate some more income each year and actually have something that's not capped. Like it's not capped. You can have
Yeah.
so many people in that, you can build that to something really big and beautiful.
Yeah, correct. And look, and that might then build onto we've discussed briefly something else because
Mm,
people finish that and they're glowing. They have had their ups and downs through the cleanse period, and because it's can be an emotional time for some.
yeah,
But there's a real clarity and an engagement and people kind of wanting more. So we've
yeah,
talked then of perhaps building something more from that. So who knows what that looks like just yet, but there's some ideas that will grow from that too.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's wonderful. Who knows what comes next?
Beautiful. Thanks so much, Louise.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me, Dwayna.